The Denton Inn. The threesome walked into the dingy hotel together and went to the front desk. An overweight, balding man wearing a dirty shirt is waiting for them behind the counter. Let me guess. You need a room, said the man. We need a room, said Coop. This is all we have left. Take it or leave it, said the clerk with no expression in his face. We'll take it, said Coop. When they got to the room, Mr. Hill was not happy. Look at this shit. It's a dump. I thought you Fed guys traveled in style, said Mr. Hill. Coop sat on the edge of the bed, took off his uniform top to take a look at his arm. There is a nightstand next to the bed with a lamp. CP1 landed on the nightstand and opened up. He split at his equator to reveal a small control panel. Coop connected some wires from CP1. Lockheed should be right behind us, said Coop. 42, I want you to go to what used to be the Denton Inn and wait for Lockheed. 42 went to the bathroom. I've got to take a leak. Then we're out of here, said 42. It was 9 o'clock on a Saturday, regular crowd at the Denton Inn. There's an old man sitting at the bar making love to what smelled like tonic and gin. Sam at the bar, he's the barback. He gets his drinks for free. He's quick with a joke and a light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. I think I can be a rally space pilot if I can just get out of this place, he said to himself as the smile ran away from his face. Doug's a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. He's talking to Davy, who's still in the Navy, and probably will be for life. The waitresses walk around topless as the businessmen slowly get stoned. The dancers on the stage got big tits. When she plays with them, she lets out a moan. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday. The owner, a tall green reptile with a long tail and yellow chest and belly. His motto is service with a smile. Sam, a barback, is federally engineered like Coop, but older than Coop. A humanoid and an alien play together at a table with a dome video game of two boxers. In the dome, the images appear to be three-dimensional holograms. Never, you're never going to take me in this game. No fucking way, no fucking way. The humanoids seemed to be losing. The humanoid lost. That'll be 15,000 credits, thank you. Nothing personal, said the alien. The humanoid pulled out a gun, stood up, pointed it at the alien, and fired. The alien dodged the bullet and fired back at the humanoid with a laser weapon from beneath the table. Instantaneously, the beam of the laser gun went through the game console, hitting the humanoid, burning his face and neck. Outside in the street of Cameron 42 and Mr. Hill walks across the street to the bar. On the way, they notice that they are being followed by what look like two men and a woman lurking from the other side of the street at the intersection. 42 pulled out what looked like a flip-style cell phone and connected with the city's net to connect to the traffic cams. He got control of the camera nearest to the suspect, zoomed in, and started to record. "We have company. Friends of yours?" Mr. Hill asked as he smoked a cigarette. One of the suspects is a short man about 4'8". Seems to be the leader. "Okay, let's go. This shouldn't take long." He has a receding hairline and looked to be about 45 years of age. He looks like he had a hard life. The woman notices the camera moving in their direction as they started across the street. She stuck up her middle finger at the camera and asked, "What the fuck are you looking at?" "Wanda, pay attention," said the leader. "The boss says one of them is a cybo," says the leader. Our suspects blend in with the population of Cameron, a melting pot of galactic aliens. In the club, the manager greets his guest with a smile. "What'll it be, son?" "Hey, oh, we don't want any trouble," he said, looking at 42 in his Federation uniform. Mr. Hill turned and asked 42, "What do you have, 42?" "B-52, said 42. "Why, these guys are just asking for it," said Sam, the barback, as he wipes out a glass, admiring 42's uniform. Sam is wearing a white tux and bow tie, and so is the manager. Doug lifted his glass. "To the Federation," he said, and took a drink. 42 notices the suspect entering the club. They walk together to a table on the higher deck in the back of the bar. The biggest thug in the group got up and walked over to 42. He pulled out a big knife and stuck it into the bar next to 42. With his hand on 42's shoulder, said, "Hey, fed bitch, I don't like the way you smell." Hey, why don't you leave him alone?" said Mr. Hill as new dancer shook her tits in the air and shaking her ass. He is a heavy-set guy with big muscles and a bald head. "Something's happening," said Wanda, sitting at the table. "All right, I'll wait for a sign from Bog," said the leader. "I don't know why you didn't send me in first. I would have just gone in and slit his fucking throat, fed bitch." "What is he doing? Kissing?" "He's kind of cute," said Wanda, a tall woman wearing what looks like a bra or bikini top with spandex pants and high boots. She has long black hair with a man face. She arched her eyebrows so she can look more attractive. 42 pulls out a device from beneath the hard-shell uniform. A device he took from the weapons closet before leaving the ship. It was a type of grappling hook that has enough power to go through stone. Okay, you want to fuck? Let's fuck, said 42, as he pointed the instrument at Ball and fired. The sharp hook went through the bottom of his chin and out the top of his head. His eyes rolled to the back of his head as he tried to grab at the air in pain. Gunshots rang out in the club as Wilkins and Wanda opened up on 42 and Mr. Hill. 42 tapped on the side of his thigh and a chamber opened, revealing his blaster. He pulls it out and starts firing back, spraying the club in a barrage of energy pellets set on stun. 42 and Mr. Hill was back to back when the firing started. No one in the club was too crazy about the feds anyway, so that gave them a reason to take a couple of pop shots at 42 and Mr. Hill. What are you going to do with that? Asked 42, looking at the small knife Mr. Hill has in his hand. Watch your back, said Mr. Hill. They threw a smoke bomb at 42 and Mr. Hill. This is not good. I can't see a thing, said 42. I'll wait for them to come to me. Must think like the dragon, said 42. Mr. Hill slit the throat of one of the patrons that tried to attack him. Wanda and Wilkins took refuge behind the metal table and fired at 42 and Mr. Hill. They took cover behind the bar. 42 got down low near the floor and looked around the bar to see if he can see the suspects there. Should be two left.